I'm Miranda.
And today is the beginning of week 4 of Progressive Overload 2.0. Remember, it's that chest and back workout, so you'll need your ball, your heavier dumbbells from last week, and
I'm Matt, and a bottle of water, and let's work out together.
All right, first exercise, you do not need any equipment. We're just gonna get that heart rate up, moving side to side. Make sure that your mat is either positioned on the floor or maybe you step off of your mat so you don't trip. We're just gonna shuffle side to side. If you want, you can touch the ground side to side or just keep a little bit bend in your knees, just moving back and forth. Now that our heart rate is up and we are all warmed up, we're gonna come down to the floor on your mat. You still don't need any equipment. It's just gonna be your body weight. We're gonna warm up the core. On all fours, your back should be nice and flat. We're gonna do opposite arm, opposite leg, extending back. You don't need to move fast, just really focus on this movement, sucking in the belly button so your core is nice and tight. Good job. Make sure that you grab those dumbbells and your ball. We are going to start with those exercises that we've been repeating. It's that dumbbell bench press. So take a look at your weights from last week and let's go up in weight. Laying on your ball. Now, if you don't feel comfortable on the ball, you can go to the floor or even a bench. Make sure that your head and your neck are supported. Dumbbells should be right over the chest. Come down to about your armpits and then push all the way up. Great job. Stretch out that chest and go ahead and rest. We are going to move on to that dumbbell renegade row. So take a look at the weights that you did last week. Let's try and go up in weight. Make sure you move that ball out of the way and have your mat positioned correctly. In a high plank, make sure that your butt is down. Now, if you've been on your toes, let's try and go up a little bit more in the weight. But if you've been on your knees, try and do a couple on your toes. Really focusing on that core tight. Make sure not to rock your body too much side to side. Great job. That one can be hard on the wrist, so go ahead and stretch those out, stretch out your forearms, and we are going to move on to that next exercise on the ground. Again, you should have the same weights or maybe go a little bit heavier for this next one. Dumbbells are positioned over the chest. You're gonna come out till about your elbows touch the ground. Then as you come together, go ahead and bring those pinkies together or the bottoms of your dumbbells. What this does is it just focuses more on the lower part of the chest. Great job. Let's give that chest a rest. We are going to move on to a low back exercise. You should know what this one is. Again, we have been either increasing your weight or perhaps you're just doing more repetitions. Make sure you have a space against the wall so your feet can be positioned correctly. Your knees should be off the ground and your hips on the ball. Hips on the ball, feet against the wall. You should have your knees about hip width apart. Now, if you want to make it harder, you hold the weight behind your head like Brittany, or you can go ahead and make it a little bit advanced by holding it on your chest like Miranda. Great job. We are done with the main focus of the workout. We are going to do a little bonus exercises here. Next up, you do not need any equipment, just your mat and your body. Laying flat, again, we are going to work the low back. Go ahead and bring those arms up and the legs up. Remember to breathe. We're just focusing and holding it here. Now, if this is too much, you can come up and down to give yourself a little bit of relief. Way to go. We are on the last exercise of the day. You are going to flip over and be on your back on the mat. Again, you don't need any weight for this last exercise. We're just going to work that full core. Position yourself into a big X. You're going to do opposite arm to opposite toe. Touch as high as you can. If you can reach your toe, great. If not, you can do your knees bent for a little bit of a modification.
today.
Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, comment below, and join us on Wednesday for another workout.